Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next at Wilderness War 2, a triple threat match between Jake Andrucyk, Jesse Driver, and Jeff Santos. Now remember, originally Jake and Jesse faced off in a singles competition to determine the challenger for the VWA Television Championship here at Wilderness War, but Jeff and his cronies interfered, and Jeff is now going to pay for his crimes in this triple threat match. Earlier in the evening, Nick Flaherty defeated Irvin Beavers to retain the VWA Television Championship. The resulting match. So this man, Jeff Santos, can't be too happy, as Jeff, Zach, and Irvin have formed a very dangerous trio. But the bell has rung for this triple threat. Jake going to start off with a big head scissor takedown. Jeff, of course, costing Jesse the match, but then attacked Jake backstage. Jake now going to go after Jesse with a nice falling backdrop. Jesse going to kick Jake to get him off. And now Jeff, Irish whip to Jesse. And for those that know the history of the company we previously worked for, Jesse and Jeff have some history. Don't underestimate that. As do Jake and Jesse. And after that brawl in the back room, so do Jake and Jeff now. So these three guys, there's lots of three-way trifecta history here in this match. Jesse picking Jeff up, big backbreaker. And now, that they're not happy with Jeff. There's that double suplex to Jeff Santos. But Jesse instantly going to capitalize, turn Jake around, slam him right to the mat. Jeff now with an Irish whip. Now again, earlier in the evening, to open Wilderness War 2, Zach Jeffers, who is of course in league with Jeff Santos, Zach absolutely dominated the competition, clean sweep all three eliminations to become the king of the mountain, winning the Wilderness War match. And now Jeff and Jake gonna team up against Jesse. So again, Jeff's buddy Zach, earlier in the evening, completely decimated to win the Wild Man match and become king of the mountain. But right after that, Irvin Beavers, who was challenging Nick Flaherty for the VWA Television Championship, Irvin also in league with Jeff and Zach. Irvin would be unsuccessful as Nick Flaherty defeated Irvin, pinned him to retain the VWA Television Championship. And so now the third member of that trio, Jeff Santos, catches the leg. Jesse with an enziguri. The third man, Jeff Santos, is up to battle here at Wilderness War. Jake, of course, previously showing off some great athleticism with that moonsault shooting star. Jake now with a jawbreaker, but Jesse counters. Jake with that somersault kick to take Jesse off his feet. Jesse goes for the tackle. Jeff wrestles him down with an arm drag after a strike from Jake. Look at Jake cartwheeling around, and now they got Jeff. Humongous double powerbomb. Jesse locking in that wishbone stretch, damaging the leg of Jeff Santos. And Jake now, look at Jake throwing a strike at Jesse, causing the break of the submission. That's smart by Jake. Look at this, a double pile driver. Both guys demolishing Jeff as vengeance for interfering in that match. But again, the first pinfall or the first submission wins this match. So if man A causes man B to tap out, man C loses the match even though he wouldn't be involved in the outcome. And Jesse, all fired up. Big kick to Jake. Jake with that dragon screw, but Jesse to his feet with aggression. Gets to his feet, and he's got Jake, lifting him up. We've seen this move before. Look at the strength. The last ride powerbomb. Hook of the inside leg. Jake able to get the shoulder up before Jeff could break the pinfall. And now Jesse gonna wheel around behind Jake. But Jake gonna instantly try to kick Jeff and capitalize on the strikes against Jesse. Jake utilizing that athleticism and the agility, but he was caught and hit with that atomic drop by Jesse here at Wilderness War 2. Jesse using that size and strength advantage, keeping both men, and he boots Jake clear of the ring. And you gotta be kidding me. Jesse going up high. Elbow drop to Jake to the outside and stomping on the leg. And Jesse again, look at this, brutalizing the leg of Jake Andrucyk, but Jake able to make it to the ring and avoid being counted out of this match. Unbelievable that Jesse's going to go up high. You don't see Jesse do that often. And he lands on the outside of the ring. Those are high-risk maneuvers. Jake definitely took a high impact, but Jesse Some wear and tear there. And now look at Jeff and Jesse together teaming up against Jake. Jesse going up high once again. Look at the diving shoulder block to knock Jake back. Jeff going to try and take advantage. Irish whip to Jesse. Jesse breaks the momentum. And so now Jeff lifting Jake up. Big knee breaker. I see a theme here. Both men capitalizing on Jake's leg. Trying to damage that leg of Jake Andrucyk. Now that benefits Jeff because Jeff, known for utilizing that single leg Santos submission. Jesse, big right hand to knock Jake right on his ass. And Jake counters, puts Jesse into the corner with that somersault kick. Catches the leg. Jesse with that step-up enziguri. 5 minutes into this match. Everybody's taking a beating. Irish whip to Jake. Look at the body press. Oh, man. And now Jeff lifts Jake up. Both men got him. You gotta be kidding me. A double atomic drop. Jake is taking a beating here. But now Jesse's got Jeff. Jeff counters. Backflip. Knocks Jake off. Catches Jake. Beautiful T-bone suplex from Jeff Santos. Jesse trying to steal the cover. Jeff breaking it up. And now Jeff throwing chops at Jesse. He's not happy about that. Picks him up. Big scoop pile driver. There's that somersault kick from Jake. Jesse follows it up with a leg drop, but I think Jeff avoided the impact. Jesse with an Irish whip. Jake gets... Whoa, man! The clothesline from hell to Jeff from Jesse. And now both guys going after Jesse. Jake goes to lift Jesse. Jesse able to counter. Beautiful suplex to Jake Andrucyk. That's high impact. He's going to lift Jake up. But now Jeff throwing strikes at Jesse. I think both men are starting to realize the danger. Oh, I spoke too soon. Jeff now going after Jake once more. But Jesse's got Jake. Look at the stomp to the knee. Jake is dazed. And Jeff now going after Jesse's leg, countering the big boot attempt. Reversing the Irish whip. He's got Jesse. But Jake attacking Jeff from behind with that uppercut. Jesse catches him. Irish whip to Jeff. Big shoulder tackle to put Jeff on the apron. But now Jake coming after Jesse. Goes for a suplex. And again, Jesse counters. Plops Jake right onto the mat. There's that big chop from Jeff Santos. Jesse going for the tackle. Big Irish whip to Jeff. But look at... Wow! Great counter by both Jake and Jeff there. And now Jake's starting to throw those signature strikes. And there's that somersault kick to Jeff. Jesse tossing him off. Jake gets behind Jesse. Jesse with that big elbow. But Jeff coming in with a missile drop kick. Knocks Jesse back. Follows it up with the Irish whip. And the sleeper hold puts Jesse down and locks in the Eastern stretch. Jesse able to make the escape. Goes low for the tackle. Jeff counters. But now Jeff countered and Jake capitalized, so they landed a double pile driver. And look at... Oh, Jake goes for that big slingshot body splash. And again, double suplex. They are realizing the danger that the big man Jesse Driver poses. Drop kick against the ropes. Jake now has Jesse. And again, those kicks right to the face, to the jawline. They've got him again. Jesse able to... He punched Jake in the gut, but Jeff catches him with that atomic drop. And Jesse's dazed. That scissor kick right to the back of the head. But now Jake gonna take a chop from Jeff, but reverses. Man, things are breaking down here. Jeff just take a double strike from outside of the ring. And now Jake tries to roll Jesse up, but Jeff gonna break the pinfall. Jake went for the stealing that victory there. Jake counters. Jesse throwing the body shots. And look at this! Kicked right out of the ring. Jesse now's got Jeff. Slams him to the mat. Jake gonna break the ring out count. And they both got Jake now. Oh, there's that wishbone. And Jeff throwing the elbow. And look at the elbow, the leg drop. The elbow, the leg drop, back and forth. Jake taking a beating. But still to his feet with aggression. Enough to knock Jesse to the apron and somersault kick Jeff to the mat. Jake is showing some resilience after. And again, the wishbone split connecting to Jake. Jesse hooking the outside leg. Jeff breaking the pinfall up. And they've got Jesse double pile driver connecting. Jake trying to steal it now. Hook of the inside leg. And now Jeff lifting Jake up. Look at this! Cover! He steals it from his old buddy, the Impaler! And Jesse tries to steal it. Jeff Santos, an ode to the past, nails Jake with an Impaler. Wow! And you hear the crowd starting to chant, "This is awesome." As these three guys with so much history. Jesse now catches Jake with that backbreaker. And Jeff gonna break the cover up now. We are at the point in this match where people are trying to steal pinfall covers because everyone's weak. Jeff with a beautiful reverse DDT. And like I said, Jake trying to steal the cover. Jeff again gonna break it up. And now Jeff, hook of the outside leg, and it's Jesse who is now forced to break the pinfall. These guys are trying to keep each other from all gaining the win. Jesse picking Jeff up. Oh, what a pile driver. Jeff to his feet, but Jake instantly drops Jesse right to the mat. And now Jeff is going to lift Jesse up, and they both got Jesse. That double pile driver connects. Right to the back of the head. Crazy impact. Jake tossing Jeff back with a scissor kick, and now taking out the leg of Jesse. Jake counters, big rear knee kick. Knocks Jake to the mat, or Jeff to the mat, excuse me. But now it's Jesse gets behind Jake. Locks in the abdominal stretch. Broken up by Jeff. And now Jeff with an Irish whip to Jesse. Things are speeding up and getting intense. And Jake is going to suplex Jesse right to the mat. And Jeff going to try and steal the cover, but Jake is going to break it up. And now Jeff takes a jumping pile driver from Jake Andrucyk. Jesse going to follow it up with a leg drop. Jesse going up high. And look at this. Huge elbow drop. And now it's Jake who's going up high. Oh, the wheel kick. But nobody home. And so Jake, big kick to the face of Jesse. Nobody home there as Jeff with a big chop. Jake is all fired up here. Counters behind Jesse. Jesse slams Jake right to the mat. And it's Jesse who's feeling it now. He's got Jake. The German suplex bridge attempt. Jesse breaks the cover up by stomping Jeff right in the gut. And now Jesse knocking Jake off. He's got Jeff. There's that fall away slam. 12 minutes in. These guys, they're putting their bodies on the line. And they've got Jeff. Wishbone split connecting. And Jeff is hurting. You see him, he's hurting. Big uppercut there from Jake to Jeff. And now Jesse lifting Jake up. Oh! There's that atomic drop. Hook of the inside leg. Jeff there to break the cover up. And the drop kick dodged by Jesse. But not that one. A second one connects to knock Jesse on his ass. And Jeff gonna lift him up. And now Jake, Irish whip to Jeff. What? Jake utilizing the hip bump and the rear knee kick to Jesse. Someone's got to give between all these guys. Jesse counters to get behind Jake, and he lifts him up. What a slam! Just amazing core strength from Jesse and the cover, but it's broken up by Jeff Santos. All of these guys are there to break each other's pinfall attempts up. Jesse just clocks Jake in the jaw for revenge. And Jake with the uppercut and the spin kick, lifting Jesse to his feet. But Jesse, a big right hand to knock Jake onto the apron, gets behind Jeff. And look at, what a slam! A slam to Jeff Santos, and Jesse is absolutely fired up here. He's got him. He puts him into the corner. And what are we going to see? We're going to see the last ride from the top rope to Jeff Santos, the impact. Connecting. Jesse, of course, going to try and steal the win. But Jake able to break the cover up and not allow Jesse to run away with this victory. And now Jesse gets behind Jake. And again, slams him right to the mat. And now he's going to try and cover Jake, but it's Jeff there to break the pin up. Jeff going up high. And Jake, a big German suplex to Jesse. While Jeff is able to chop him to the mat. And that might have KO'd him, but Jesse there to break the pinfall attempt up. And now, look at these guys. They're all trying to pin each other, and nobody's going to let anybody get away with that. Jake gets behind Jesse. Jesse elbows him right off. Goes for the boot, but Jeff dodges it while he's picking Jake up. But takes that one, knocks him right over. And Jake there to break the pin up. Something's got to give with these guys. There's that somersault kick to Jeff. Jesse avoids it. Somersaults away. Jake with a big wheel kick to the back of the head of Jeff Santos. Wow. And a wheel kick again to put him onto the apron. Oh, man. Jeff taking a very hard impact against the turnbuckle there. But he's able to re-enter the ring. And he's got Jesse lifting him up. Big shin breaker right to the leg of the big man. Jake gonna try and steal the cover. And Jeff, a little wonky as Jesse able to kick out. Jeff might have been knocked silly from that impact onto the apron. But he's got Jesse now. Irish whip. Interrupted by Jake with that big uppercut. Jesse gets behind Jake. Huge backbreaker there to Jeff Santos. And Jake there to break the cover up. Jake going up high. Well, the shooting star press connects to Jesse. Unreal. But it's Jeff trying to steal it. Jesse with the wind knocked out of him. Jake's going to put Jeff into the corner. And what are we going to see? The Hurricane Rana connecting. And again, Jesse tries to steal the cover. And so Jake going to punt Jesse in the head and go for the cover. And that's enough. The shooting star press knocks the wind out of Jesse. Jake follows it up with a lower side kick to knock Jesse out. Look at this on replay. Jesse would try and steal the cover, but Jake, a punt right to the back of Jesse. And that combined with the previous impact from the shooting star press, Jake Andrucyk pins Jesse Driver to win this triple threat match at Wilderness War. Wow. What a win for Jake. What a win to come away with here at Wilderness War 2. Jake Andrucyk defeats Jeff and Jesse in triple threat action.